Castaway for These Reasons. Economic Jihad. Written by Joe M. Sekimonyo. Narrated by Joe Messina. Published by TekTime. Interlude 1. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's for everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. This inspiring quote by Marianne Williamson is from her book, A Return to Love, Reflections on the Principles of A Course in Miracles, HarperCollins, 1992, from Chapter 7, Section 3, pages 190 to 191. Even though Nelson Mandela never uttered this quote in his 1994 inaugural speech, for my generation, it is forever attached to the man. If something has to be objectively said about his one term as the president of South Africa, his cowardly rainbow approach on dissolving apartheid had made him the white South African bourgeois champion. And of course, if one simply tries to look at him within the context of a man who spent 27 years in prison without begging his masters for a pardon or cracking the skull of another inmate, he, in essence, deserves to be held as one of the mythical figures of the power of conviction, who exemplifies the strength of character required in the struggle against social, political, and economic inequality. What other better way to limp into the next phase of this expedition? Chapter 1. Introduction. Art is an attempt to integrate evil. Simone de Beauvoir. I do not listen to compact discs. I play old tunes on vinyl. Perusing through thrift stores in search of a Sam Cooke, a Wendell Colasoy, a Thelonious Monk, an Eduardo Sanchez de Fuentes, a Jimmy Rogers, a Notorious B.I.G., a Mikhail Glinka, a Mariam Makeba, a Nana Mouskouri, a Fela Kuti, a Claude Debussy, or a Sergei Sergeyevich Prokofiev is as soothing as yoga. I treasure authentic Peruvian folklore music beats and Mongolian musical instruments more than a pop artist funk or tarnished and unusual Twisted Spoons exhibition. Any form of expression that ceases to be an experience and becomes an art form loses its glowing divinity. In the same spirit, this book is an experience, not an artistic acrobatic exercise meant for viewing to remind you that it exists. I've been excommunicated from a long list of tea shops and bars on the bogus charge of being the Ferdinand Lassalle embodiment. The general public wrongly ties together an economic status quo examination with anti-capitalism bravura based on an acute paranoia of the Karl Marx book Das Kapital. If you don't believe me, try to turn the light on the ugliest capitalism facets, and bam, you get ostracized from the society as a communist. Prompting a conversation on a new, robust alternative to the free market will only get you frightened looks from self-proclaimed Marx reincarnations. What can you say about the boring cockfights between capitalism deities of our time? You should be as disgusted as I am of these clown shows that chip away the substance of economic disparity dialogues. My rants can turn into a tsunami, but there are events in our lives which, though small, prove to be very significant. In transit at the Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi, Kenya, waiting for my flight back to the United States, I was once asked what I wanted to be when I grow up. The man was sitting right across my table. He could have been in his late 60s. I could tell by his features and accent that he was from Rwanda, a nation that watchdog organizations reports have pointed at being the mastermind of my home country's political and social horrors. You can understand my rage after I was briefed on how Rwanda provided financial and military support to sadistic bandit groups, and, in return, Rwanda directly plundered Congolese
Sample complete. Ready to continue?